I took my first trip down the Baja when I was 7 years old. My dad took us down in his '71 Volkswagen bus, and ever since then, fallen in love with the coastline, the people, the culture. Spent a tremendous amount of my teens and early 20s exploring the whole Baja Peninsula. Later years down through mainland Mexico, and it's unquestionably my favorite country in the world. Yeah, from the moment you cross the border all the way down to Cabo, I've spent a tremendous amount of time exploring so much just open space and wildlife. It's one of the few places I feel like you can go and it's exactly as it was, hundreds of years ago. And so much of that can attribute to the work that Wildcoast has done. The ecological preservation that's happened there is incredible. The biosphere reserves, all the marine protected areas. It's again just an absolute treasure. Go down there 30 years later, and it's the same breaks that I surfed, that I learned to surf on at 7 years old. They're exactly the same as they were, and that's due to the conservation efforts, 100%. And one thing I truly admire about Wildcoast is how proactive they are in realizing what valuable commodities this land is, and thinking well ahead to create these again marine protected areas and land conservations that people can't develop on at any point in the future. This is here and to remain as it is untouched. And beyond that, just how humble they are, with so many incredible victories and initiatives that you don't hear a lot of celebratory praise, which they deserve, because they're already onto the next project somewhere. And just testament to doing the work on the front lines to protect these areas so all future generations can enjoy them the way that we've been so fortunate to, and to ensure that the flora, fauna, wildlife has that kind of pristine ecosystem that enables them to thrive. No shortage of initiatives that they're addressing, and there's no time to spare. They realize that, so it's just finish one, on to the next. Thank you, Wildcoast, for 20 years of making a difference.